All right, welcome back. Foul Mouth TV. We're here with a post hunt podcast. So we went hunting on public land yesterday. Was yesterday, right?
It was yesterday.
Yeah. So we went yesterday. We'll kind of get into that. Went to Gray Lodge again. Decided to try another hunting spot. Last week we went off of Owen's reservation. This week I had a resi, so brought Sean and Owen with me. And so we got up there Friday evening. I decided that we should try to lotto onto another refuge and see if we can better our chances. We ended up lottoing at Little Dry Creek, and then we didn't get a decent. It was close, but we weren't going to chance not getting on early in the morning.
Because we had shit to do.
Yeah.
Had to get back to anyways.
Yeah, a little man over here had a baseball game, so had to get back early. So we wanted somewhere we can go. We're guaranteed get on in the morning. So that ended up being Gray Lodge. Bumped into a few people at Little Dry Creek that noticed me, and they reached out to me and spoke to me and told me they enjoyed the show. So much appreciation to that. Same thing with Gray Lodge. A couple of people walked up to me and said they liked the show. So really appreciate it. It's definitely a motivator. And if you guys see us at any check station, please feel free to walk up and say what's up.
Yeah.
So get into it. Your first time at Gray Lodge?
First time at Gray Lodge.
How was it compared to you hit the two within the first two weeks of duck season? You hit the two most like rambunctious,
biggest
free roam refuges out there
up here. Yeah, no, I thought it wasn't bad, but that's me going with someone that knows what they're doing. So
yeah,
and been there before. And
yeah,
if I had to go there on my own, I'd been a little overwhelmed.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a rush.
It's a rush for sure.
And you got to know where you're going.
Absolutely.
Sometimes Onyx freezes.
Yeah, it freezes. I mean, even me following you guys with the all the shit, and I got turned around in the morning. So yeah, it can. Backwards. Yeah, it wasn't bad though. Tagging along, can't go wrong.
Yeah. So, we. First of all, we had going over the weather, we had the right type of weather that we wanted, right? There was some rain in the forecast and a lot of wind.
Decent wind projected.
So we were pretty excited about it. Now, normally, and I kind of expected it to be slow, but normally after that first weekend on the refuges, that first week, all the local birds kind of get out of there or they hunker down in the closed zone. So kind of expecting it to be on the slower side. But we ended up getting a wind blade. And our optimism was very high.
For sure.
If you guys have watched the hunt video, you heard me use a term called blade fade. So kind of getting into that, when we purchased the blade, the first thing that I wrote into our group text is that these ducks are about to catch a fade with this blade. And then blade fade kind of came in and coined it, right? So
yeah,
if you guys ever shoot a duck over a blade, hashtag it and put blade fade. So yeah, we got the wind blade, and we were pretty excited about that. So we were feeling pretty good going into the morning, getting into the pond. We ended up going to a pond that I've never hunted out of, never even hunted out of that parking lot. And night before, we just did a bunch of looking on Onyx and try to find out. There's a couple parking lots that everybody goes to, and with our number, we were going to get beat to those two parking lots. So we figured the next one south of that, and just kind of hope that we beat everybody out there. And we ended up beating everybody out there to the spot that we wanted. We had a decent spot. It was nice and secluded. Had a lot of cover. And then, the only thing was there that was lined with trees, and it kind of created a windbreak, so it kind of messed with our blade a little bit. But for the most part, it's fun.
It did.
So kind of, I guess the first group of birds that came in was, I mean, it was right at shoot light. We couldn't even
shoot
we
time.
couldn't shoot time,
It wasn't even
basically.
light.
Yeah, yeah, shoot time, and we can just see shadows, and we were able to work those in perfectly. They came right in. And,
Yeah.
and
Actually, I think it was like 10 minutes after
it could have
shoot
been
time.
It was still dark.
And it was still,
Yeah.
we were talking about it right before those
Yeah.
birds were like, damn, it's actually pretty damn dark out still.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we might not even.
Yeah, it was hard to see.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's funny because I just don't, and maybe it was just a cloud cover too.
It could have been.
Yeah, it was.
Because last weekend when we went, it wasn't that dark
No.
at shoot time.
And that was only
And it
7
was
minutes difference.
Yeah, it was an earlier shoot time
Correct. You're right.
last week, right? So it could have been the cloud cover. Yeah, first group of birds worked in well, came over, circled over us a couple times, and you know, over the past years, I've never really worked a lot of birds in, so it's kind of hard to fight that urge to pull up and shoot over birds passing you. But just the way they looked like they wanted to land, because just the way they circled,
Yeah.
and then we were able to put them in right to the blade.
And with
It,
for me
yeah,
and Owen.
Yeah, I missed my first two shots. There were two that were kind of staggered, and I
yeah.
tried to split them.
Yep.
So I can try to hit both of them, and I missed both of those shots. So then I had to adjust and get on the one that I did hit.
Yeah.
But that was super exciting to just see
To see him
see
do
that
what
work.
we had just talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, to see it work, right?
Say, hey, they're gonna
Yeah.
come right to this.
Because I'd have been pissed because I was like, yeah, they're gonna work back. I'd have been pissed if they would have
Yeah, they
never
just
worked
kept-
back.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
Ballard.
See you later.
Yeah. So, Owen, what did you see on that? How you probably had the best seat because it was right in front of you.
Yeah.
What you want to tell us what do you think you did wrong with your
Probably
shot?
didn't get it shouldered.
Didn't get it shouldered?
Yeah.
Still too excited.
Yeah, that's a thing that I mean, it never gets old, but
Right.
it's something you do have to control.
Because you
is
take that,
excitement.
extra split second, them being that close, and I am talking. I missed too
Yeah.
for the same
After
reason.
the fact, hey, this is quarterback.
So,
Monday morning quarterback,
but it is because you're like, hell yeah, they're right. There's no way you're gonna miss.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you rush it and you fuck around and you're not shouldered right and you're not on them,
Yeah, and with it being that dark too, and how concealed we were, they wouldn't have seen us.
Correct.
No.
So they definitely had with those.
Yeah.
And I need to be more conscious of that too. Like, especially with him, if there's
Just
bird, if they're gonna
already
land, if they're gonna
be-
be landing, be like, hey, just let them land, and then hey, aim, take your shot, and then we get the ones that get off the water. Let
Yeah.
them get the shot, right? Or just hey, take your time and aim, and we'll shoot after you shoot.
Yeah.
We'll follow up, let you get the first shot. So, then did a
15
couple,
minutes. We were on like a 15-minute.
Yeah.
yeah,
When the next.
yeah. There wasn't. What's crazy? There wasn't a lot of birds flying, even
No.
up high. Like we didn't see very much, and the birds that kind of were up, kind of in that intermediate range, were kind of just going to where they wanted to be.
Yeah.
They weren't even, so either they got shot at already or whatever. They were just
Doing it,
moving.
moving.
I think we only seen maybe 4 or 5 groups of birds.
Yeah.
Right. So it was really slow as far as like the flight compared to last weekend. There's a lot of birds just going all over the place. This week it wasn't like that. So then I don't know, that was that with the Gadwalls we shot second, or did
They were
we-
second.
Second. That was just the
Okay.
second.
And that was it.
Yeah. So group of group of gadwalls came in, and you guys were calling them. You guys seen them. I didn't see them.
He's seen him. I didn't see him at all. He's like, they're coming straight in. And his straight in was different than my straight in. His straight in was from the side.
From his side?
Which, that's just the way he was looking when he said straight in. But anyways.
So when you seen the birds, what were they doing?
They were just flying. And then they started coming in. And then, yeah.
He said he seen them in the distance. And they started heading this way. And they were dropping lower, lower. He says cupped up.
Kinda.
But the flight before that, I think on those, he was asking, I could have shot him right here. Like, yeah, but you seen him working. Maybe it was a different bird that came by, because he did mention one just came right here. I could have shot it.
Yeah, there was one that kind of skirted that.
I said, if to your left, because we're to your right, if it's there and they're passing by.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
In range, I said, you can go ahead and take the shot. And so I think, so these birds were coming straight at him.
Yeah.
And he premature got on him, but
yeah,
good thing they kept coming.
Yeah.
Into.
You had a delayed hit. Like, it was weird. Like, you shot and then they kept flying and the one just dropped out.
Yeah. And I thought the other one was hit too for a second because of that.
Yeah. And he was just following. That bird was just following the other one. He thought he was going to decoy, and he followed him, and he figured out. He was like, oh, no. And then I took a shot at that, and
you missed.
I missed, and then it curled back around. You guys are getting ready to run out. Yeah. I had to tell you, no, hold on. And I was able to, line up. And I made sure, with that shot, unlike the previous shooting the widgeon, I, really took my time on that. Like, I got the gun up, started swinging.
Yeah.
And then shot, it was one shot.
Yep.
So, and in that moment, I was so excited, but I thought about it and I slowed it down in my mind, and it was way more accurate, way more smoother too. So I have to try to remember that.
Yeah.
Just, hey, take your time, swing with the bird. You have a couple of seconds. You don't have, a half a second.
Right.
Shoot. So I ended up doing that. 2 Drake gadwalls. I ended up mis-IDing mine as a hen. I have not seen a Drake gadwall in
beginning of last season. You didn't. Those were hens. That's hens. Right.
I haven't seen a Drake gadwall since Logan shot one at Gray Lodge my first season.
Damn.
So it's been a while, and those ones that we shot weren't even fully plumed out yet.
Right.
So, I'm kind of looking for the big, roost on the head and stuff like that. But whatever. 2 Drake gadwalls. I was excited about it. And then the rest of that trip was just us sitting in the Tulies, joking and talking shit.
We did have the one mallard.
Oh, yeah, the mallard.
Yeah.
That came through.
Yeah.
Worked.
Hidden mallard came through. She came out of nowhere. We heard her just quacking, man. And, you were like, is that somebody over there quacking? I go, no, that's an actual mallard. So I started going, and she worked. And there was probably a one swing that we could have got on her.
It would have been him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, it just took off.
Yeah. And I was banking on. And those are those times, right, where you're just like, either let them work, or you're like, then they take off. They work for a little bit. I mean, she circled 4 or 5 times, maybe.
Yeah.
So I for sure thought that she was going to finish, and just never finished. And after the fact, we're just like, God damn it, I should have took the shot. Had the shot, but really wanted to finish that bird.
Yeah.
Having faith in the blade, right? Trying to catch another blade fade.
Yep.
But yeah, and that's something that, like I said, she looked like she wanted to land, and just something changed her mind at the last minute, and it is what it is.
I think we had 2 other birds as we were out fucking with decoys, arrangement, pulling the wind whackers. Yeah. We were out and about, so who knows if they really would have came in if I would have stayed still, but
yeah,
they might have been staring at that blade.
Yeah, they're out there trying to muddy the water up and move decoys around, change up the configuration. Maybe look at, maybe the decoys were in a certain spot that they didn't like or whatever. So we're just trying to make it more appeasing, throwing shots out in the dark,
Yeah.
Just constantly change.
Where they're sitting there with nothing, so why not?
Yeah. So
mind fuck it.
Yep. So yeah, ended up just with the 3 birds, excuse me, 2 Drake Gadwall and then a hen widgeon. And then made the video last night. It didn't take me long. There wasn't much
to go through.
much footage to go through. It was pretty easy though. I got my camera and shit to work correctly this time. And like I said, I'll start making videos even if I don't have nowhere near the amount of content. Just for people to watch and see that we're going through the same shit, right? Yeah. So I mean, we're hopefully when it gets Thanksgiving into December, things will start to pick up and we'll start to really see, even on the refuges too, we'll start to see a little bit more activity. I know a couple people that hunted at Little Dry Creek, they did pretty well, but they had a pretty high resi number.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I never went and looked back.
Yeah, I don't know how the whole entire refuge shot. I just know that the few people that did have those higher numbers shot pretty well. So it's holding ducks over there. Seen a couple people at the check station that had like 4 or 5 birds, a couple mallards. I seen a lot of gadwalls in a lot of the photos on Instagram. I seen a lot of gadwalls from this weekend. So
okay.
I don't know if gadwalls are pushing in and or their numbers are up or whatever, but I did see a lot of gadwalls. So gadwalls are cool. Not my favorite because they're more of like a plain,
not colorful.
Yeah, I like the different colors and all the different patterns and shit like that. But gadwalls they're cool though. I like them, especially the drakes that are fully plumed out. I really like the gadwalls. That I came home to process the birds yesterday, and that hen widgeon was completely obliterated. I mean, I'll post a picture on Instagram, but almost completely decapitated its head, and then its insides looked like a blender had been through it. It was all mush. I ended up having to just throw that one in the garbage. It was toast. You hear me on the video say this thing's toast.
Yeah.
It literally was like it skinned all the feathers off his back, everything. It was completely cooked. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up kind of like the post hunt part. And then we got this coming weekend, our rice blind. Well, this past week, our rice blind finally got harvested. And then the biggest issue with that is they harvested it when the field was soft. So the machine put some huge ruts in the field. So we're, so now we're in this predicament to where they can't get the machines in there to disc it, cut down the rest of the stalks and stuff. So now we have to wait on it to get flooded and then stomped. Excuse me. So that'll put kind of our progress back on that, kind of set it back a few days. But from the looks of it, they'll start flooding on the 3rd or 4th of November.
Okay, so that's
just the
so we'll be able to hopefully drive out this coming weekend with all our shit.
We'll be able to get there this weekend. Yeah, set up. We're gonna go out and brush our blind up and get a bunch of rice straw and pile on the check and get all that,
bring decoys, all that shit.
Yeah, for the most part. Yep. And then they'll start flooding during the week. and then after they lightly flood, then they'll stomp it. And then once it's stomped, then we're good to go. We can set decoys and start hunting. So hopefully we're hunting by
Is that November 8th? Is
it's
2 weeks from now?
Yeah, hopefully we're hunting by 2 weeks from now. Now, we can hunt it before it gets stomped, but we just got to pull the decoys. But man, we'll see when we go next week. But I'm pretty sure our field is tore up for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll film that whole entire thing. I think I need to brush the dust off of my drone and
that'd be cool.
Yeah, and bring that out, get some of that footage. I think it'll be cool to put into
target practice.
Yeah,
that'll be a good. See how we're missing, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna whiff anyways.
Yeah, have it come. Hey, that thing does fly at like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah,
you know, that's a $1,800 bird right there.
We'll get us a cheap one.
Mm-hmm.
Test out.
Yeah, but definitely excited to finally get to the rice blind.
Yeah.
Something we paid for and we've been waiting for. You know, you got all that money tied up into it. You want to get into it. But yeah, we'll we'll definitely film it. Once again, I'll have you guys or somebody mic'd up and we'll catch
all the dialogue.
Catch all the dialogue and all the other shit. So yeah, we'll have to. So 20 minutes, pretty quick.
Tap back in a week.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one. If you guys have any other ideas that you guys would like for us to discuss, don't be afraid to reach out and shoot us a comment or whatever it may be, or message, comment, however you want to get a hold of us. Let us know. Once again, follow us on Instagram, foul.mouth.tv, and then YouTube, Foul Mouth TV. All right. Catch y'all on the next one.
Later.